This is one of my favourite warm-ups for any group that's about to go into a bit of a collaboration process. It's all about thinking of the greatest things that solve problems. It's getting us in that problem-solving mindset and having a little bit of fun along the way. So this is a two-part process. To set this up should take probably about 15 minutes. All you need is the 5 Whys canvas and some Post-it notes, of course, which are our very favourite invention anyway. Okay, so what I want you to do is think about the greatest invention you possibly can. Not something that you're inventing, something that's already invented. There are 2 things that I want you to think about. What problem does it solve? And how does it make people's life easier, better, nicer, more fun, etc. Okay? I'm going to give you 5 minutes to think about this. What you need to do in these 5 minutes is come up with what that invention is. You can even research it a little bit further, but write down the answer to those 2 questions. What problem does it solve? And how does it make someone's life better? Go for it. Okay, 5 minutes is up. So you have your invention now. And remember, you're thinking, well, what problem does it solve? And how does it make someone's life easier or better or more fun? A couple of inventions that we've got in the past that students and adults alike have said are things like the internet, Wi-Fi, a clothesline, a washing machine, a toilet. These are some really good inventions, and they all don't have to be tech-based either. For me, you all know what I'm going to say. This tiny little sticky square, such a great invention, really helps with people coming up with ideas, and I know that the glue that 3M developed for this was an almighty game changer for their company, but I won't geek out on you now around that. What you need to do now is run into as many people as you are working with. Now, if you're in a group that's got 100 people, we're going to probably run into, I reckon, 6 or 7. If you're working in a smaller group, make sure you try and get across to everybody that you possibly can, but you need to manage your time here. Your task is simple. You need to convince as many people as you can that the invention that you have identified solves a problem better and absolutely makes life better for more people than their invention does. You have 5 minutes. Go for it. So, hopefully you were able to convince more than one person that what you decided was a great invention was better than what they decided was a great invention. Now, this is a real task in letting go of our ideas, in listening and starting to collaborate. You may have even found people that had the same invention that you had identified. They may have different reasons, and these are some really great aha moments for you. What we want to do now is start to get into the hearts and minds of why people chose that invention in the first place. One of the greatest tools of design thinking and of strategy and of life really is empathy. The 5 whys lets us get into the hearts and minds of people that we're working with. There's lots of ways that you can use our 5 whys canvas, but I like to use this after we have done World's Greatest Invention. So we grab the 5 whys canvas and, like a bit of a petulant child, we ask why 5 times. So what I want you to do is partner up with somebody here. You have 5 minutes each, and what you're going to do is ask them why they thought that was a great invention and start to follow the questioning along. So somebody might ask me, why is a post-it note a great invention? And I'll say it's very handy. It helps us to be able to come up with ideas and own those ideas really quickly. Why is it important to own those ideas really quickly? And I would answer my question from there. You can see that you can start to roll out why, as many times as you can. We say at least 5 until you get to a aha. That's quite interesting. So we're going to put 5 minutes on the clock and then another 5 minutes on the clock so that you switch around. What you're seeking here is to understand why that person thought that that invention was worth putting forward to the group. So all in all, that took anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your group. A really nice, quick way for you to build empathy and connections. As you can see, you can apply the 5 Whys canvas to anything that you like. In fact, even the greatest invention activity, you can switch out and say, what do you think is the greatest program that we have in this organisation? What's the greatest way that we do X, Y, Z? Ask any question that you like, but I really like those following 2 where you're saying what problem does it solve and how does it make people's lives better? Pairing these 2 activities together is a really nice way for us to start to understand what drives and motivates people. A really nice way of getting on the same page.